Oh, yeah. What am I forgetting? I am forgetting something. What's up, Silas Furt? Or Silas Furt, maybe? ML motherfucking T. What's going on? Hey, what's up, Sean? Alright, I visited my sister, and I think I got the whatever it's called. So I'll be able to record that video for this weekend. What's up, Polando? Yeah. I actually have a stream time now. Up until been holding it down for about a year because I used to just like stream whenever. And I have set time. I have 4:20 Monday through Friday. Sometimes it's really short though because I'm still working around a work schedule, but and basketball schedule because I watch the Pistons games and the NBA playoffs in general. So I've not been getting as much editing done as I wanted to. But those games were so good. Did anybody watch those games last night? Oh my god. Those games were so good. Although I still hate New York. I can't believe I'm rooting for Boston. But how does Boston miss 45 three-pointers in one game? I just knew Boston wouldn't be able to sweep anyone because exactly that. They always have those. Also, thanks for follow, Silas Vert. But yeah, I already did some of this stuff. Some of this stuff is in different spot, and I'm like, huh. Oh yeah, I'll play Jake first, just in case. And Aurelia, is that her name? She doesn't really have any good cosmetics, and she's not licensed, so I'm just gonna wait to get a cosmetic until it's on, what's it called? Like, I could literally get one of these two, but wait for it to not be, cells. Wait for it to be shards, and then I just buy it in shards.
This feels
But I gotta warm up with Jake. It's funny that they start you off with, item, though. My other stars didn't get item. You escape with those. But also, did they take out the way? Because didn't you used to be able to press, like, a button, and it would go to the next survivor? I think they took that out. Right? Because didn't you used to be able to press, like, an arrow down here or something? And it would take you to Aurelia? Or if you press the arrow on this side, it would take you to Trevor instead. What's up, Amaya? Deontay, tell me you watched those games last night. Those were so good. Those are, like, the best games all year. Specifically that Denver one. The other one went into overtime as well, but that Denver-Oklahoma City game, oh my god. That was the best basketball game I saw, like, the whole year. Dude, Chet looked like he was going to throw up before those free throws. Oh my god. I knew he was going to miss those. I saw the same look on Rook's face. Everyone has different teams, so Ron Holland, I saw the same look because Pistons had a game where he got fouled at the end of regulation, and it was a tie game. He got 2 free throws. Ron Holland did. He was Rook, right? And Ron Holland, he had the look on his face like he was going to throw up. Like he wanted anything else to do besides those free throws. Like he was just like big gulp, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, God. It was a tie game with no time on the clock, which means all he had to do was make 1 free throw, and we would have won. And he missed them both, and we lost in overtime. But I saw the same look on Chet Holmgren's face right before those free throws. I was like, oh my god. I was like, that guy looks like he's going to fall apart. He bricked them both. And then left Aaron Gordon open. After getting posterized, dude, he had the worst night of his life. I'm not even hating, but Chet Holmgren had like the worst night of his life, probably. All right. Sinners. That's the movie, right? What's it streaming on? Oh my god, those games were so good. That was basketball. That was great. Did you see some highlights, though? Did you see how many threes the Celtics missed? They missed 45 three-pointers. They just kept chucking them up, too. Like, they wouldn't do anything else. It was hilarious. The Celtics literally shot 60 three-pointers, and they only hit 15 of them. New York made more than that, and they made 17, and they only shot 37. Also, what's up, Unfiltered and Unscripted? What's up, Ghostface? Sorry if I was missing peeps. Oh my god, those games were great. I can't wait for more tonight. We got 2 games tonight as well, so it's going to be at 7. What's the game at 7? Okay, nice. What is the game at 7? Oh, Indiana and Cleveland. And then we got Minnesota and Golden State after. Dude. Playoff basketball is awesome. It goes on for like a month where you got games every day. And then you get to the conference finals and it's really exciting, but you're also like, aw. You're like, I mean, you get like, there's a few days a week, I think, where there's no games. But I think it's usually like 1 game a night. Yeah, Cash Shuffle's gone, yep. Sorry, Mage, we're doing open lobbies tomorrow. Wednesdays and Fridays. Boston let me down, though. This is what happens when I root for a team, out of spite. The team I root for will lose. It's the karma. Because I was just rooting against New York because I don't like New York now. Because they beat my Pistons, and I'm salty. It was funny, though, going into the Celtics Reddit and watching them complain about... Although Jalen Brunson stopped flopping after, like, the first quarter. But the first quarter, he kept flopping hard. It wasn't working, though. They were falling behind. And then he actually played, and it actually worked. It's like, why? Well, I can't even say it actually worked. They just missed all the fucking threes ever. That was hilarious. But it was funny going to the Celtics Reddit, and they're just, like, all complaining about flopping. I'm like, this is exactly what I was doing last week. What's up, Axis, though? Off that za. The only thing is Cleveland's banged up. I'm rooting against Indiana as well, and they won the first game. And Cleveland got even more banged up. There was a bunch of missed calls. I thought I was whining about it just because, once again, I was spite watching, right? Because I don't like Indiana, so I was watching just because it's fun to root against a team you hate. Same way trash talk is fun, right? Like, I don't have a team, and my team's knocked out already, but it's fun to watch the other teams. You're like, boo! I'm rooting against Indiana. I'm rooting against New York. Out west? That's the thing, is I can't find a team to root against. I wanted to root against OKC, but they're pretty hard to hate. They got really good fans, too. Makes it even harder to hate them. Oh, they changed this a little bit, yeah. Irie of the Crows. And then they put double pallets in, made this wider. And that is long ways. I don't like that they put the double pallets in, though. That's a fun thing, though, is we can just go over the common tile changes when we do the Dead Sands map. Although I do have to make a video about this main building, because it did change a little bit. Made the one window a little weaker this way, but I think you can connect the two back and forth now. At least until they get bloodlust. What's up, Sasso? What's up, Luke? Yeah, no, change the color of item. Apparently, they're more on par with other games, like color codes for rarity and things like that. And I'm like, I don't play other games. Except Guitar Hero. I play Guitar Hero every day that I play DBD, I guess. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I'm coming back. Chase me. Dang it. I'm gonna go for the unhook, actually. I was gonna sit on that gen for a little bit and stop the regression. I was like, but what happens if they get left unhooked because I did that instead? Hey, holy shit, Avian. Hey, nice. Love this perk that they got. Holy shit, they just gifted 5 subscriptions. Hey, what Survivor do you want me to play? I was going to play the brand new Survivor, but I wanted to warm up first. And not sully the name of Aurelia. Because I hadn't warmed up yet. You know? Well, that was lucky that there was a window there. I really just had to get them as far as possible. Read it. Ooh. Wait, where were they? Oh, fuck! That's what I was trying to get away from. No, I'm sorry. Damn it. Holy shit, I lagged at the end of that. Hey, let's go. Alright, I haven't stubbed my toe or done any big goofy turnarounds or anything yet, so... I didn't exactly loop that one double pallet well, but that's the first time I ever looped that tile. I'd be fine with more of those double pallets, but they also have another double pallet, which is the rocks, where the killer can't mine game, and that's what's, like, pretty lame. Like, they're funny for Survivor, but... it just sucks. Like, those ones the killer can mind game around, like I said, and that's more fun. Try to loop around just the middle part over and over. Oh, shit. No. It is about on hook. I was going back to hook and I was like, I might not make that. And I was, nice. Hey, let's go, Avian. That's awesome. Are you running main? I was like 4 hours in. I was like, I think that was the main loop already. Or main examples, I should say. Oh shit, oh shit. Okay. Hey, what's up, Ice Creamia? Also, what's up, Rentia? We're gonna follow Rentia as well. Stream DBD. At least we're streaming DBD today. I was there. Here come Legon. Alright, nice. Gonna run the fence. I think they nerfed this fence a little bit. Because they took the benches off. That makes it a little bit smaller. Damn. Gonna make it one go around. No, because they changed her power. I forgot. Oh, yes, again. I lied. Hey! That's a pallet I would not have tried to have thrown last year. But this year I was literally curious. So I was like, I'm not sure if I can make this. We still can make it. Let's go. I wouldn't have thrown that if Legion had not just gotten changed. Right when I was running around. Yeah, do I have a mod here that can type exclamation pallet? The Legion just got changed and they changed the fence. The fence wasn't really as much. I was going to try to greet it anyway. But since they just changed Legion again, I was like, wait, can I actually make it now? Old Legion would have been easy, like I would have greeted it. But New Legion, the cooldown isn't as long. Still just barely made it. I thought I was gonna get hit there. I'll be honest, but that's why I threw it. I was like, hey, it's not last year anymore. And I'm unsure of stuff, I can actually just use it. What's up, MDM? Oh, I don't use perks because I had a problem with perks in real life. Oxycontin? I have a video about it, but I was nodding out back in 2020. And I thought it was funny. That's the worst part. But there's a clip of it happening I saw later. I wonder if we can loop this rock and then jump the window. If he pushes around the other way, we wouldn't be able to. Yeah, I did the fence, not in a single tile video, but I did the fence on Irie of the Crow's Ultimate Looping Guide. This should be perfect. Damn it. No respect, though. Thought she was going to respect it. We could have easily thrown that. The reason I was saying it would be perfect is because I was going to warm up my positioning. We could have easily thrown that pallet. That's the exact type of pallet, by the way, where it makes like an uncounterable dead hard, because you can watch them swing. And they like have to because of the size of the pallet. So they just wait, force you into a swing, because there's no way you can get a hit at a pallet like that without a full lunge, you know? And if you force them into a full lunge, you can just dead hard. It is super annoying. It's the dead hard and dramaturgy are the only perks in the entire game that make me feel like I got cheated. Well, that's just me whining about a video game. Just because I whine about it, if it's your favorite perks to use in the game, don't ever consider my whining to ruin your fun at all. If you're having fun using them, who gives a shit what I have to say? Did we make it? We can't. I'm gonna do it again. I could throw this. Yay! This is what I need right here to warm up, actually. Damn it! Almost worked. Oh, just because it's dramaturgy and people put turkey in front of anything. Oh my god, Foxford. See, this is what I was talking about. I think I need to go through the... I have more, since purple checkmark, you have more damn it! You have more founder slots. But I feel bad, like, passing up founders, but there's a lot I haven't seen in, like seen in years. You know? Some of them weren't even accounts anymore, and those I could go past, but... Oh, I could have struggled. Or, abandoned. I forgot. Although, you get more blood points this way, right? Give me 1 second, actually. This would be for future reference. If you are on hook, might as well go, right? Because don't I get a bunch of blood points here? Oh, no, you don't. So you should just abandon. The killer gets more, blood points for, like, hooks and shit, though, right? That's funny. Hey, I played against this guy before. I recognize this name. Did I write on their profile already? It did. Giga Chad Legion. They wrote Giga Chad Blight before. That's funny. I'm doing pretty good, Foxter. Kind of stoned. I am kind of stoned, not gonna lie. It was the actual first smoke of the day, because I went to my sister's. So it was like an extra punch in the face. Because usually the first smoke of the day is like a little pinch. But I went to my sister's to figure out how the new Nintendo Switch... I mean, yes, I deserve these blood points. Do I actually get these? One, 20,000, 45, 20,000, 25,000. That might have actually, yeah. Did I get those? Huh. I have no idea how this new shit works. Do I have to claim it anywhere? Like, this shit that's just popping up. What? You know? Hey, what's up, Lee? I've only played one so far. It was pretty fun. Giga Chat ass killer. Second time I ran into him too because I went to write Giga Chat on their profile and I wrote Giga Chad Blight last time. Oh, and Giga Chad Legion. There we go. Follow Lee. Speaking of Giga Chad Blight, he's one of the best Blights in the world. He's like number 8 or something, I want to say, on the leaderboards. I'm just rounding and guessing, estimating. All right, I don't know. Okay. I think it just automatically gives me whatever. Let's do another. And then I'm gonna play Aurelia. One more jumpsuit, Jake. Because I still feel pretty stoned. What's up, Takerm? Oh my god, I look stoned as shit. I just did the thing. That's hilarious. My eyes aren't even open. This is why I said it'd be great for one of these days weed gets federally legalized so that they could ship it places. They could get sponsored by a weed company. You know what I mean? You could be sitting here like, hey guys, they sent me the Silver Haze. I'm gonna go try it out and let you guys know. Smells delicious. I'll let you guys know. And then you come back and you're, woo! You guys, it's great. Get the Silver Haze. Use code TATER for 10% off 8s and up. It'd be the dream sponsor. Tell me that wouldn't be the best thing ever. Unsullied by sponsors until, and then absolutely it's sullied by. That'd be the best shit ever. My friends started growing weed, and I'm like, bro, turn it into a company, and then when it gets federally legal, we can. Oh shit. Oh dang, I can't type anything. I was gonna say thanks, but couldn't type fast enough. One sitting? What do you mean? What you mean? Weed maps to sponsorships? That'd be amazing. But how would they send me free weed to try? I guess that wouldn't matter as much. But that'd be like the most fun part, because you always think of dream sponsorships, right? So you think of like weed company. I used to drink a lot of Coca-Cola, but I don't really drink that much Coca-Cola anymore. Because I used to be like Coca-Cola sponsorship, fruit company. You know, because I always like eating fruit after smoking. Ooh, got the left-handed great skill check. Free weed would be free dope. Yeah, I have a few Packers jerseys. I get to talk trash to the Lions and the Packers. I have a lot more Lions jerseys, but my dad's whole side of the family lives in Green Bay. And they don't really even watch the other sports because they're not close to Milwaukee at all. They just watch, because I remember us telling them about Giannis before they even knew. They were like, oh, really? They hadn't won the championship yet, but we were just telling them, we're like, hell yeah, this guy grew like a foot. Basically. I watch hockey near the playoff times and just the Red Wings, and then I don't really watch too much hockey if the Red Wings aren't in it. That's because I'm watching too much basketball. I do like basketball more. And then there's the sad moment when basketball and hockey ends and all you got is mid-season baseball. And you better hope your team is some type of decent. Because even if they're like some type of decent, even like within 10 games of 500, it can be kind of interesting. But when your team's terrible and then it comes to mid-season baseball and you're already like 30 games behind 500, that's the worst time of the year. That's the only sport that's on. Interesting. Oh my god. The Orioles experience. I was even thinking, I was like, yeah, but the Wizards have been pretty bad for a while. The Capitals now, though. That's what you mean by the Capitals going, getting you through. Yup, MLT hating Mike Tomlin for the funniest reason. It's like, we can't ever be bad enough to rebuild because he's too good of a coach. That's so true, though. He'll never be able to get, like, a spectacular quarterback in the draft or some, like, game-changing defensive line player. He's too good of a coach. He'll never be that bad. He's a great coach, though. I do think he's one of the best coaches in the league because he can do more with nothing than, like, anybody else. And he's won before. Any new updates? It's alright. Unfortunate that we get this map. I think this is my least favorite map in the entire game. For Killer and Survivor. Survivor, there's just a bunch of spread out common tiles, which is like, okay. But it's not good for Killer at all, because look how fast these gens are going. Because no matter where you are on the map, you can pretty much see every other generator. There's no like, where's the generator? Which one do we need to do? And it's like, oh, there it is. So it's like the opposite of fun for Killer as well. Because even if you're like getting down super quick, these gens are flying anyway. Oh my god. Oh wait, is that the new safety net? Did I just get saved by the safety net? Was that this update? Yeah, Red Wings had to do that this year too. It was sad because Red Wings were like on the up and coming last year, like just barely missed the playoffs, and then this year we were like, hey, we might make the playoffs this year, and then they started off pretty bad, then fired their coach, then turned it around, but then kind of fizzled out. So we're like, not sure. It is funny though, because the Red Wings are the tattoos I have. I have 4 Red Wings tattoos on my ankle bones. But that was more a sign of like Detroit sports in general, because I'd say they're like my 5th favorite sports franchise. Number 1's the Pistons, number 2's the Lions and Packers, and then 3 is the Tigers, and And then 4, which, you know, is technically 4 and 5, is the Red Wings. The thing is, if you're going to dedicate your time with Red Wings and Pistons, that's so much time dedicated. Damn it! I'm gonna get hit here. That was close. I wanted to see if we could loop that tile without having to throw the pallet. When I went back this way, I was hoping that he would double back this way and try to bait me to the pallet, knowing I was exposed and I was going to jump the window. But then he didn't double back, and I was like, oh, fuck. You weren't exposed, were they? Okay. Yeah, it has that new healing perk. And hit a great skill check. What a G. Yes. Go run the strongest tile on the map. The meat tree. Or shack, but... I have hated running shack for so long that I've avoided running shack for so long that I feel like I'm bad at shack now. Because I always try to make risky plays, and there's like no way you can play shack risky. Shack is the definition of like, gotta play it safe. It's like, you can't like greed the pallet and then try to jump the window. It doesn't work. Every once in a great while it does, but at the same time it's like not worth the risk because of how little it works. It's like, damn it. Oh, good point. Was it lit hex and shack? Just kind of... everybody's on death hook though. Oh, dude. I'm the fucking worst. That's what I should have ran and did in the first place. I wanted to finish the gen first. That was a mistake. I should have just went and helped body block. This pallet's gone, uh-oh. Damn it. I shouldn't have finished the gen. I should have went in a body block. Because that one isn't even one of the ones where I am the worst body blocker in the world. I'm not making excuses. That's definitely a known fact. But I feel like it wasn't even being bad body blocking there. I feel like I was just a second too late. Which means if I got off the gen, I would have had a better chance to then actually fuck it up. I wanted to go loop that tile, but... Pellet's already thrown. Where's that meat tree at? That's what I'm trying to find. Here it is, back there. He's chasing the mass shack. Now I can't sit here. Go back to meat tree again. Ooh, maybe the other survivor's over here at meat tree. That'd be sick. No. So I was hoping to see, because then I could heal them and wait out the exposed. What's up, Brian? How you doing? I have had too much cannabis today. Although I've had less than normal, technically. I just didn't get the first smoke of the day. So the first smoke of the day was the regular 420 smoke, and it was like a huge punch in the face. He's going for it. All right. That was nice. Hit it way too early. Should have waited till the last second. Might have to play another Jumpsuit Jake game. Wesker also is interesting because you can't do that. I agreed this. That's what I thought. Oh shit. I think he tried a hug tech. So Wesker makes loops like this a little bit more interesting because you have to play with bigger heads to vault this maybe. It did work, let's go. Where'd he go? He's over there. Oh, nice. Damn.
High performance indeed.
Damn it. Should have vaulted that one. Boo, that sucks, Psycho. They said Nemesis got bugged and now his fists are considered special attack. That's terrible. Oh, let me go of a hook. Damn it. I don't think I would have been dead in time, but... Well, that's what I was just saying, Enzo. I was like, against certain killers, it's more of a 50-50. That one, he was close enough where I feel like I could have actually just vaulted it and I fucked it up. But if you're playing against like a Nemesis or a Demogorgon or a Wesker, because if you vault here, he can turn back around with his power, and before you can turn the corner, shoot it back into you. That's why I was even thinking of it more as a 50-50. But that one, he was too far. That's why I was like, I think I just fucked that one up. But there are certain killers like that, like Wesker at specifically at like main buildings like Saloon or Storehouse. You can't like wait at your checkpoint. Wait, you're right. Here we go. If it can. Dang it, I can't. Ooh, can Slinger hip fire? I think that'd be kind of awesome. I won't lie. But probably would be OP. It'd have to be like such RNG. Yeah, I am getting these blood points. Let's go. Because I was at 55 last time. The only thing is I feel like it's more confusing. Trying to... Are they not having any more... Or is there a new tome coming out, like, after this one or something? The thing is, like, how do I get to the Rift again? There we go. Hey! What is going on, Slothy? That's one of the Halo peeps. Hey, Slothy actually did give DBD a try. He was one of the only Halo peeps that did. He didn't like it, but he at least tried. I was happy. What's going on, main? I was about to be like, what's Varv you want me to play? And he was like, I don't give a shit. I need to play Rayla, though. Brand new survivor. Oh, they don't have skins until the skins become cells. No, shards, sorry. These are cells. Cells is money, shards is in-game currency you earn. And I had Auric cells, but I just spent them on the new rift, because the cool thing with the rifts is if you finish the whole rift, you get all your cells back. So technically all you have to do is buy one rift, and you can keep getting more and more. Every rift after, as long as you, like, don't spend the 1,000 cells after you get them back. I love the new survivor. There's one specific perk that Aurelia got that I love on the P2B. That healing one that you heal faster for how many times they've been hooked. Because that going with We'll Make It was hilarious on the P2B. And amazing for solo queue. Like running that and We'll Make It with Kindred. Woo! That was a great solo queue build. Got me thinking, I was like, man, one of these days. Just for solo queue. Yeah, nice. See? Exactly what Chrism's doing. Got them from Prime and said, never look back. Oh, you mean you're missing 400 from the Rift? So you can get them back and then get Aurelia. Or you can spend, or do they make, is Aurelia, you know how they usually do with, like, cosmetics, where when it first comes out, it sells, and then they wait, like, 2 months, and then the skin that was sells is now shards? Oh, okay, so never mind. You can get it right now for 9,000 shards. There we go. I wasn't sure if they're going to make you wait, like, 2 months, how they do with cosmetics. Because they're like, her cosmetics right now are cells, but if you wait, like, 2 months, those same cosmetics will be shards, and that's what I'm going to get. That were a good amount of shards. I got, like, 90,000 or something. Is this what Toba Landing's going to look like now forever? That's hilarious. Or do they have, like, a night and a day version?
Let's try to stick together.
Right after I put Looping Guide out. No, it looks different. Oh, shit. This isn't the map I remember seeing. What the hell? Oh, oh, maybe that was their second swing thing. I thought they were going to take the free hit thing, and they never did. I got a free hit, but... I got a free hit because of good placement, actually. Not because of free hit. They actually earned that free hit. Not even sarcastically, because that's usually what I'm saying. I'm like, oh my god, they worked so hard for that. That one actually was spectacular placement. Can never complain about that. What's up, hi? Yeah, free hit because handed to you on silver platter, or free hit because you did the hard work to make it a free hit. You know? So yeah, can't be mad about that one. Cody FV, thanks for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Also, S2 Queen of Hearts, okay. I think I missed that one too. That was 10 minutes ago. Hey, let's go now, Pollux. Got tons more coming too. I would have had one recorded already for this weekend, but Nintendo Switch just changed their thing, so I had to go to my sister's place. Moasis? Like Oasis, but moo. I'm thinking like an oasis of cows. Like a very peaceful... The Moasis. Yeah, Crip. Thank you, Audio 46. There was pretty good things to bartending in Times Square. Being that Audio 46 is on 46th Street when I bartended on 47th. I got to borrow a bunch of pairs of headphones to do reviews. I did do reviews on a few online, including theirs. And High Fidelity and Headamp, and there was one other website. that I would do reviews on as well. And I got to keep some of the pairs. Barely any, though. But this was one of the pairs I got to keep. Because it didn't sell well at all. Which is a huge bummer, because this is like one of the best pairs I got to borrow from them. When this pair first came out, it was going for like $3,500. And now, if you can get it on sale, you can get it for like $1,100 on sale. And like headphones don't really go down in price if they are selling well. The problem with a pair of headphones like this, right, was the HE1000 was Hi-Fi Man's flagship, and they came out with the Stealth Magnet when they came out with the Susvara originally, and now they still run the HE1000 line and the Susvara line. They just did the Unveiled, but I don't live in New York anymore. I didn't get to hear that pair. Although I've been talking with them, like jokingly being like, "Hey, you guys should send me more headphones. Like, you should ship some out to Michigan for me to listen to." I know I'm joking, but because I don't think they'll go for it, but I'm also like have that hope. I'm like, hey, maybe they'll go for it. But like in comparison, right? So yeah, Sennheiser, right? Sennheiser I think actually has the best gaming paired headphones on the planet. On this Sennheiser HD 800S. That's not even their best pair of headphones. They have like a $50,000 pair, the HE1. That's a electrostatic, but it's not just the electrostatic headphones. You're buying like the amp as well, like the whole setup. But that pair, this pair are better for music, but that pair is better for gaming. Oh, this pair is amazing for gaming too, but that pair had a wider sound stage and better imaging than this one has, but this one has more detail. And this one, you don't need like a beefy amp. Like that's the thing, is you could actually plug this in like to your headphone, like a iPhone or something if you wanted to, or like any phone or your laptop. Like you could plug it in and you'd actually get great detail. That's why it was kind of a bummer it didn't sell well. But the reason it didn't sell well, right, is because people that are going to spend that much money on a pair of headphones don't care that this headphone was only $3,500. Because when they came out with the Susvara, that was a $6,000 pair. Because the original HE1000, well, it was the V2 at the time, was going for $3,000. That was their flagship. So when they came out with the Susvara, it was $6,000, but they bled down the technology, the Stealth Magnet. They call it stealth because it's so thin that you can see through it even though it's metal. But they bled that down into the HE1000. So the SE is not Special Edition, it's Stealth Edition, actually. But that's the thing, if you're going to spend that much money on a pair of headphones, you don't give a shit that this is only $3,500. You're going to be like, give me the $6,000 pair. It's better, right? It's better? Yeah, give me that pair. So the reason I had such a good relationship with Audio 46 is I worked, when I was on 47th Street, they would come in a lot, but they would just get chai tea lattes. But Morgan Stanley's base is across the street on 47th Street, because a lot of the other financial institutions are way down in Wall Street area, but there was a hurricane in the 80s, and Morgan Stanley moved their base up to 47th Street, and they just never moved back down. So they're at 47th Street. So we would get a lot of what we called suit wankers in the bar, and they sold like 20 pairs of Susvaras just because they had me talking them up at the bar. I was their bartender, obviously, but... And they were just giving me a bunch of pairs to take back to my place. I had to buy an amp from them. I still have that amp because they weren't as trusting with an amplifier as like taking them back and forth. So I had to buy this. It's funny because it's a shit amp, but it's SCHIIT, shit Jotunheim. Because it was like the cheapest like real actual 4-pin XLR balanced output I could get without. And it was like a $650 amp. I got it used, so it was like $450, but at the same time, like, it was expensive. But I needed to have an amp like that because when you're getting like the Sennheiser HD 800S, you have to have juice for those. Like, if you try to plug those into a laptop or into your phone, you'd have like no volume at all. Like on max volume, you know what I mean? Because it needs something to amplify it. There's a few pairs like that. The Audeze LCD4, that was the best bass I ever heard in my entire life. $4,000 pair of headphones. But you had to have a fucking amp. Like, that was the only pair on this amp that I had to have on high gain. Everything else I could get away with low gain. The HD 800S, though, kind of benefited a bit from high gain. But at the same time, it was loud enough on low gain where I was like, okay, you could get away with this. The pair that I also had, because I had to give all those pairs back as well, because those pairs sell them. The HD800S is like more money now than it was when it came out. Like compare that to what I was just saying. This one was like $3,500 at launch price, and now on sale you can get it for like $1,100. Like that's the difference. The HD800S when that came out, that was like $1,500ish, and I think it goes for like $1,800 now. Maybe it was $1,600 and it goes for $1,800 now. But it might even go for $1,899. It might even be $1,900 now. That's because it's very, very popular. Not just amongst like video game players, but like audiophiles, because it is a great musical pair of headphones as well, like just for music, not just gaming. It's a bit on the bright side though, so if you're like newer to headphones and you want something really bass heavy, you'd be like, I spent all this money for this. And those don't EQ the best. They do EQ, but like they respond kind of like that pair. That pair responds, but not really well. The Hi-Fi Man, or not Hi-Fi Man, sorry. It was Mr. Speakers, but now it's Dan Clark Audio. Ether 2s, because same thing, those didn't sell like at all. So I got to keep that pair as well. Chase me. Damn. Yeah, exactly. Like, if you want for gaming, you don't want like crazy bass pair of headphones. You want a brighter pair, because brighter usually has more detail. But if it gets warmer, it can get, well, it can get dark too, where it's like not enough detail. But like, my favorite sound signature, this is the one where I've been joking with them. I'm like, you guys should send me the Empyrean 2s. But Meze Empyrean, that was one of the best. That was probably my favorite sound signature I ever heard, where I was like, man, it just does everything. Like, it wasn't the best at anything. Like, it wasn't the best detail or best bass. But it was just like, dude, everything sounds good in these. I didn't get to keep that pair. Obviously, that pair sold amazing. And now they have the Meze Empyrean 2, and that's what I've been like hitting. Hey, you guys should mail me the Empyrean 2 to Michigan so I can try it out. And I'm like half joking and half not. I'm like, you totally should. Please. I really want to hear them, because I've heard they're even better than the Empyreans. All the people that said the Empyreans were the GOAT, like I did, were like, oh my god. It makes me want to be like, oh my god. You know? Oh, good point, Lag Killer. Maybe that's the point. Maybe I should just be not focused on the game at all for a successful body block. I didn't even think of that as a body block. I feel like the killer was just being nice and switching to me. Oh, his pallet's already gone. Big Sedge. His pallet's already gone too. I don't want to hump the main. I wanted to loop that tile. Those pals are gone everywhere. Looks like I actually have to for once. I have to get a little bit of distance. No! Where are they getting chased? Here we go. Chasse me. Do I make it anywhere? There's a window off in the distance. I can see it. I don't think I make it though. It did make it. There is RNGesus. I should try to vault this one. Damn, I should have faked it. But if I faked it, I might have gotten hit anyway, so. Hindsight's always 20/20. Yeah, honestly, like, the Sennheiser, what is it, 8? If you can do the 650s, but the 550s, one of them was a brighter pair, I think is better for gaming. I think it was the 550s. And the thing is, once you're spending more money than like $500 on a pair of headphones, like the improvement's really minimal and it's really subjective. That's the problem. And then you have to buy an amplifier to go with an also expensive pair of headphones, and it's like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Yeah, we got Giga Chad Ghoul. He's getting everybody on Death Hook. I gotta play like a huge rat because I have a key. Okay, this must have been the new change. Remember we were just talking about if they made the new change or not yet? Oh shit, I can't. I think they did, because that's the second one where I was like, I feel like I would have blown that. Well, that's the thing. I feel like Bright is less emotional. If you want something that sounds more emotional, you want something with like a mid-bass, a nice mid-bass that makes it nice and warm. That's what the Empyreans were like perfect for, but they had a lot of detail. And so I was like, dude, these are so good. But for gaming, detail's better. But for music, I usually like something a bit warmer. This pair actually EQs really well as well. But look at something in the Hi-Fi Man as well, because I know somebody else just bought something. I might have got it from like Mass Drop. I think it was like a $400 pair, and they said that the soundstage was huge and it had a lot of detail. It was like nice because it was basically the SE version, like it was the Stealth Edition version, but it was like a cheaper one. This is why I wish I still. I mean, but. Because they're always releasing new stuff, so my info is outdated. It's like, fuck. That's why I'm like, you guys should mail me the, Oh my god, wait. Did we not do a gen in 10 minutes? Wait, they got no blood points. I think they actually lagged out. That's really sad. They looks like. Oh, that was uncommon. Wait. Aw. You remember how it used to say if it was the killer's perk at the top? Now I just have to look at bottom for the quote. But it was they were gonna get adept by 12 hooking. That's so sad. Hey, Aurela's got a key already. Woo! That was lucky.
This cannot possibly be real.
But yeah, Joey Potato Salad has one of those ones I was just talking about, the Sennheiser. I think he has the 550s. Spectacular pair. That's great for pair as well. That one or the one I think it is. It's like $400 pair from Hi-Fi Man as well. Sennheiser, I feel like... I just wasn't a huge fan of Sennheiser. The HD800S was great for gaming, but even then I was like... I preferred a lot of other pairs for music. This is why I say it's subjective as well. But I still think that was the best gaming pair, but you needed a BV amp to go with it. That's the problem. And I know there's pairs of headphones that I didn't run into much because I had a balanced output, like a 4-pin balanced output. I can show you guys this. Do I have one that's not plugged in? Yeah, here we go. So this is what my plug looks like. This is from the Ether 2s over there. But you see how there's like the 4 pins? So what you want a 4-pin balanced output for? Now some people, you know, and some pairs of headphones, you know, it's always subjective, I suppose, everything when it comes to audio, but what it's supposed to be doing the 4 pins for is it's supposed to be better for like detail imaging and musical separation when it comes to like instruments and stuff, because when you plug in a normal like 3.5 millimeter jack, or even just a quarter inch, it's sharing space. So like, you ever look at like a 3.5 millimeter jack, like a regular headphone jack, that you're gonna like plug into your laptop or your phone, and you see how there's like the lines and there's different segments of it. And the reason why like sometimes like, oh, the right ear isn't turning, and then you turn the jack and then it starts working. The reason that is like that is because it's 2 of the segments, one's right and one's left, and then the last 2 at the top are both shared space. And that's what the 4-pin does, is it keeps it completely separated, so you never has like 2 mashed into one. It just, everything's completely always separate like that. So I was saying I basically tried to get like the cheapest like real version of balanced output, and that was the shit Jotunheim that at least I could find. That's what I meant, like something that wasn't like basically using adapters essentially. Because amps are expensive too. Audio is just expensive. Everything's expensive. Just everything is expensive. It sucks. I'm wearing a Packers jersey today. I hadn't worn a Packers jersey in a minute. I'm wearing Rashawn Gary. Bow, down, 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 down. Go, Pack, go! So that's the thing. I am a Packers fan too. My dad's whole side of the family lives in Green Bay. My parents were good sports and would root for the other one's team when they were playing, except for when they played each other. They always hated those games, and I always thought they were funny. I still always think they're funny. I'm like, it's a win-win. Whoever wins, I'm like, woo! Although I usually root for the team that could use the win more. So, like, most of the time I was rooting for the Packers because, like, the Lions were nowhere near playoff seeding, and the Packers can't lose this because it would hurt them in the playoff seeding, you know? Most of the time. But then there was years like 2008 where they lost every single game. So both games we played against the Packers, I was like, can we please win this? Like, and then, like, the last 2 years has been, like, rooting for the Lions more because they were benefiting more from the seeding. It was like, come on, we need this more than the Pack do. Pack's going to be a wild card anyway, if they make it. But that's the only sports team I root for that's not Detroit. Other than that, it's just like temporary rooting for out of spite watching, right? So I was rooting for the Celtics, even though I hate the Celtics. I actually like most of the players on that team, but I just hate the Celtics. They're fun to hate because they won too much. But they're playing against the Knicks, who I'm salty knocked out my Pistons, so now I'm hate watching by rooting for the Celtics. You know, stuff like that. This song is so long. I don't even care, though. So is Opeth's songs. This guy's name is Thought Starva. What up? Those games were so good last night. Oh my fucking god. Also, not Pollock's things to follow, mate. Those games were so good. I couldn't believe he actually hit that. Dude, Aaron Gordon. All the people in the NBA Reddit were talking about it. They were like, remember when this guy, anyone knew about him for was just winning the dunk contest? Or should have winning the dunk contest? They were just a dunk contest guy. Because didn't he get robbed that year? Somebody else won it? Yeah, Thought Starva. That was great. And hell yeah, hi. Feels like actual representation. I feel like they took the cheap way out with David. They're like, oh no, David's actually been gay all along. And it was like, come on. That's such a cheap way of doing it. It's like, oh no, we actually had representation.
Let's avoid the hooks.
The whole time, see? That's what I mean, it's like, come on. That's cheap. No, you didn't. Didn't change for what? Home to watch the playoffs on their couch. Hey, so the Lions. The Lions lasted one more week by technicality. They just had to bye. This is what's fun. I can trash talk both teams. The Lions and the Packers. Perfect timing.
Because I was even thinking if we could get a decent chunk of repair progress down low, maybe he'll guard down there for a second, and we can get one of the gens down up top. I lied. Hey, we got the actual tile. Damn it. I didn't even hear him take his power out. It made no noise whatsoever. I'm gonna get hit by it. Big if you turn around. Can I get M1'd off of this? Aw. Oh, I got saved by the barrel of flaming pile of trash. Read it. I'm gonna get hit by it. Yeah! What a monster. I think Wesker has one of the highest skill ceilings in the game. Nothing scarier than a Wesker. It's like, I'll M2 you here, don't worry. And you're like, oh shit. Fuck the Vikings. Wait, Laurentia. Oh my god. I don't know if you have Facebook, but this is the best group I ever joined on anything. But there is a Facebook group called NFC North Trash Talk Cave. And that's all anyone does is trash talks like between those 4 teams. And that's the funniest shit. Like, but the funny thing is like it never really gets offensive. Like, because it's like the Gears of War thing. Like everybody is there just to trash talk. So it's like, it stays just actual trash talk, and it's great. It's like the best group I ever joined. But every now and then, you'll get infiltrated. Like, somebody will post in the group from, like, another team. Like, there'll be a Giants fan or something. And then, like, all 4 fan bases are just, like, dumping on the Giants now. Like, in the comments, responding to it. It's the best. That's the best group I, like, ever joined in anything. Oh, shit. No! I don't want to run down the stairs. Where do we go? LT wall. No! Damn it. He almost did it too. I was rooting for him. It's like he actually did do the first slide, but I think there was like an extra part of the hitbox on that blocked his slide. Because he started the move, and that's the hardest part, is getting the slide to work. That's usually why I think Wesker is like the highest skill ceiling in the game, is because, just my opinion, but I think Wesker's hug tech is the hardest thing in all of DBD. There are like teeny little things here and there, like I see arguments with like Huntress being able to hit this specific shot on this specific map from this specific distance while in chase, you know what I mean? From this angle. To squeeze it in between these 4 things. Yeah, stuff like that too, I understand, but this Wesker hug tech, just like that, how he hit the hug tech, but it blocked him because the hitbox did something weird. But when it blocked him, he could do it again. He would just have to know this specific tile on this specific texture, and it's like, man, the hug tech's already hard. Oh shit. Oh my god. That looks so weird. Oh, he's red bar now. No! Am I the red bar one? I don't think I'm gonna make it back to the pallet. Nope. Damn. And nothing to loop upstairs. Where was that one gym at? It was right there. That's the one I should have gone to. Oh fuck, they're gonna get left unhooked though. They got off. They Kobe'd. Wait. Didn't they? Down to hide in my basement. I know people always complain about this being like the most killer-sided map in the game, but I don't think you should really change it. Because we have 8 million survivor-sided maps in the game. You get like 1 or 2. Haddonfield, I know people complain about too. I don't really think that one's that survivor-sided. Or killer-sided, though. That's just my opinion again, but... Because Haddonfield, you can take them into back corners of the map where there's a decent tile. You're not going to loop them forever there, but the killer has to waste a bunch of time in the corner of the map at a decent tile. And if the survivors are on gens when that's happening, it's going to take the killer forever to get back from that tile. It takes them forever to get to that tile chasing the survivor out there, you know? Like the main building has that one shed behind, which that pallet's not the best thing in the world, but the killer, when they're all the way back there chasing you at that back shed pallet, they're not doing anything else on any other part of the map. And especially when you get that one house that has the bush and the shed in the backyard. That's not the best tile in the world. It's a fun tile and it's pretty fun. Like, you know, it's not awful, but it's not like there's in no world are you ever gonna loop a killer for 5 gens there. You know, is what I mean. But the same thing, the killer has to be at the back fucking corner of the map, nowhere near anything else that's even remotely important chasing you there. And it's not the worst tile in the world, you know? I do think it can be killer-sided, but once again, the killer has to, like, play a certain way, but... If you get all 3 generators in the street, because that does happen every now and then, and you'll be playing against, like, a huntress or something that can just stand in the middle of the street, it's like, well, this sucks. Or a slinger, or a blight. Like, something that can either throw something, or, like, have... Wesker might be okay for that as well. Oh, not quite as heavy though. That was funny. Where are they? Oh, they're there. Yeah, it's not Dos Equis. I'm still thinking about the NFC North Trash Talk Cave. There's like one guy in there that's a Vikings fan that he would post like 50 times a day. And like people blocked him, but I didn't block him because I thought it was funny. And he would always just say, it would always be like attacking Lions, specifically Lions fans. And it would always have like rent free like 15 times on the picture. And it was like I know some people were like, that was way too many posts. Like I had to block that guy. But I was like, I can't. It's too funny. Like I cannot block. That guy's hilarious. The comments are the best part. Like every single post, the comments are what makes it even funnier because the post is trash talk and the comments is just everyone talking trash back. That is 100% what the group is built for. And it's great. The NFC North Trash Talk Cave. Oh, Silvio, I'm going to spend blood points this summer because I've been using no perks, no add-ons on Killer as well the whole time, and that got old. Survivor, not really. I want to have something to offer for when people subscribe, so if somebody's like gifting subscriptions or something, I can be like, hey, what build do you want me to run? Because right now I feel like I don't have anything to offer. But Killer, 4 years of no perks, no add-ons was enough. I'm a Nemesis main. Like, if you look on the DBD leaderboards, I have like 15,000 Nemesis whip downs, which is like world number 6 or something like that. Because he's the killer I played the most, by far. It's not even close, really. Doctor's the only other killer I have like a serious amount of time in. But same thing. Like I want to run Marvin's Blood and Liquor Tongue. You know. Yeah, right, Chrism? I was gonna make a video about that. Maybe I should say something about that as well. I was gonna make a video in a few weeks about like, is trash talk in video games toxic? Oops. It's gonna be like, absolutely not. Oh, interesting. Damn. He can just hold it out for that long? Damn. Oh, because he hadn't used the thing yet. That was his first dash. I see. So can he make this up? Double backed. Interesting. I could throw that. But I don't want to. Can he come this way? He does. Do we have some fun in this window up here, or do I not make it to this window? Damn. We make it. Oh, good shit! Holy fuck! That was awesome. That's what I'm saying. He did it right in the beginning, too. That's what God was talking about. Wesker's skill ceiling. I do think it's the highest in the game. That's just my opinion. But like we were saying, it's just an opinion, number one, and number two, you could see arguments for a bunch of other ones. Huntress, Blight, Billy, specifically. I usually think Billy's second, personally. Bubba's up there, too. And then you got other things to talk about if you're talking about skill ceilings, right? Like trick shot type of stuff. Because I don't really think of the hug tech as a trick shot. It is, but it also like can help you at tiles and is extremely. Whereas I think of like doing a 360 no scope with Nemesis, like that's not the same thing as a skill ceiling. You know what I mean? Because I like doing those too. It's a lot of fun to 360 no scope with Nemi, but I don't think of that as like, oh man, but can you? It's like, nah, that's more like it. Same with Nemesis, or sorry, not Nemesis. Same with Pyramid Head, right? If you're gonna go for like the flick shots, like I think of that as like something different than a skill ceiling. Orbitals as well, speaking of Huntress. If you're trying to actually win, you know, because you can just wait out people and never throw the hatchet until they're out of position and then M1 them. Or wait till they throw the thing or jump the window. I talk trash about that every now and then, playing against Huntress. Oh yeah, you enjoyed that M1, didn't ya? Oh shit. Yeah, P100. They're like the X-Gates, so I was about to be like, that map in general, but I didn't want to be like whining about the map. Seen my life flash before me eyes at Killer Shack. These people are. He's getting the glaze. The post-game chat. I shit myself on the first loop, I think, right? I shit. That's funny. They're like, that was my first public game hug on Shaq. That's awesome. I was like, I want to write that in your profile, but that's funny. Chat reactions, what? Alright, one more time. Get it, Chad Wesker. Wesker! And you too. Oh, fuck! He said something right when I pressed continue. Yeah, same as Slinger.
What's going on
It's fun to just like shoot at everything instead of like waiting to guarantee the shot you can hit. The same as Survivor. It's more fun to greet a pallet than it is to throw it. When I throw it, it turns in the same tile every other tile does when I throw it. You greet it, tons of things can happen. Holy shit. I mean, yes, I needed all these blood points. Hey, that was Wesker. I had written down their name, but I can just follow here. Right, MLT? I was going to make a video about that in like 3 weeks. About curving Billy. I think it was Julie Booley's rule. And she was like, if I'm playing against a Billy and I see them even try one curve, I don't leave the tile and I don't throw the pallet. Well, she just said I don't throw the pallet, but not leaving the tile is implied. But just in case it's not, you want to make sure you have all the details. And it's going to be, the first part of that video is going to be talking just like that. I mean, like, playing to win, if that's all you want in DVD, it's like the easiest game you could ever play. If you're playing Survivor, just getting three other people, slap 4 second chance perks on everybody, and you'll win most of the games you play, especially if you leave people on hook and not even try to save. And just take your wins. Like, and if you think that if you don't have someone to play with, then you can just slap on a key in a rat build and wait for all your teammates to die, and then wait for the killer to close hatch, and then open the hatch and escape. Easy. I was like, if you're playing killer, you can just slap 4 slowdowns on, tunnel the very first Survivor you see, and you'll win most of the games you play that way pretty easily. You know, but it's no fun. It gets boring. Like, and then I'm going to talk about how every single winning streak I've ever seen get ended was because the killer, like, got bored and held up a little bit because all the games were such, like, slaughters. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. You're epic, Wesker. You almost never see Weskers like that. You're talking about how hug tech, I think, is, like, the hardest thing in all DBD. Right, nothing like that. Well, there's, like, 2 or 3 running vaults in the whole game that have a similar timing, but you hit it like 1 time, and you don't even have to run that tile if you don't want. Or you don't even have to run it that way if you don't want to. Yeah, you know what's funny? I highlight every single Survivor game I play, and I used to just keep them highlighted, but Twitch put a cap on highlights now. So I highlight all my Survivor games after the stream is over, and then I download them and put them on a hard drive. Yeah, good thing. It's like hug teching is like the flick bubbas. You like almost never see them either. I feel like hug teching Wesker is a little more rare than flick bubba. It depends on like the extent of the flick.
We have one shot.
Oh, maybe I hadn't thought about it.
Let's work together.
Because the video I was gonna make was gonna be about curving Billies. Because I have a. Might even have too many. I hadn't thought about this. Some clips where you're just like at the tile and you're like juicing the killer, but it's not even like juicing the killer. You can see the killer's trying to learn the curve on that tile. That's the thing with Billy is like if you even throw the pallet, the killer can't learn to curve on that because the pallet's thrown now. So like to get better at Billy, you literally need the survivor to stay at the tile and not throw the pallet and try to loop as good as they can. Because sometimes like it'll feel bad if I like stub my toe or something. Like I fucked up and then get curved. I'm like, fuck, it feels like I like cheated them. It's like I need to be on top of it. It's like one of the only times I genuinely feel bad for like misplaying. Other times it's like, yeah, I threw the game, but who cares? It's a video game. That time it's like, fuck! Bro, thanks for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Everyone over this way. J. Luca, or J. Lucalul, or J. Lucalo, maybe? Lucolo? I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Trying to run around the big ass bush here. This is my favorite area in the whole game. Or this whole map, I should say. Aw, they left. But that right there is exactly why. Because you can waste a lot of their time and you're like at the back corner of the map. Yeah, but I think technically isn't ER how you're supposed to spell Tater? I always thought, like when I first made the tag years ago, I thought OR was how it was supposed to be spelled. I was like, they spell it ERY. I'm like, it's potato. Well, I was just wrong. My Xbox tag is just Tators, Tators. If I had still been paying for gold all the years, when I got a PC, I stopped paying for gold, but I'd had my account since like 2006 or something. Maybe it's 2005. No, it was 2006, I think. My freaking Xbox Live account can buy cigarettes. Hey, you too, mate. Yeah, RPD with the mescalators. I love RPD. That's still... I think Saloon I like a little bit more as a map, but RPD has funnier loops. But Saloon has more interesting ones. Nice. They did change that, dude. That is way more lenient than it used to be. That for 100% would have been a blown skill check before. I do think it's funny that the Unknown's map is like one of the worst maps for Unknown. It's huge and there's a bunch of filler shit that you can get in the way, and that has pallets. There's some other killers where like their map is the worst map for them. And like RPD can't be amazing for Wesker. I'm like, but technically that is for Nemesis, and RPD is actually amazing for Nemesis. Gideon, Meat Plant, and RPD, they're kind of tied. When I'm playing Nemesis, those are my two favorite maps. You love to see it. Salivating. My whip is already salivating. Before I've even found a survivor. I was not going to get that done. Yeah, Toba's not good for Singularity. It's a good point. Because I always want to think of something like Hawkins to be amazing for Singularity, but the problem is line of sight. It's like, yeah, you might be able to guard the gens, but then you constantly have to walk across them anyway, and you can't replace them because you have to walk all the way up to it. It's like, in theory, it's like you should be able to guard your gens, but in practice, that map is kind of terrible for Singularity. Because the second you hit them, you can't even catch up because you can't get line of sight because of all the shit, like all the walls and whatnot. And then even worse, when you set up cameras, survivors can like hear, and they're like, oh, there's probably a gen around here somewhere. So even if they don't know there's a gen there, and then they hear the thing, they're like, oh, there's probably a gen here. And there it is. You can remove them, yeah, but you can't replace them. So if you go to check on the gen and push some people off of it, you still have to walk all the way over there. No more rewards for surprising a survivor? What do you mean? Is that when you, like, hit somebody before they were in chase or something? There was, like, one score event. I remember always saying, being like, huh. Why do Nemesis DC and RPD? The funny, you know what? One thing I will say about RPD that's funny, especially when watching people play Killer that don't have like thousands of hours, that know like the entire map, obviously. But it's funny because sometimes, like, I obviously know like where all the pallets and stuff are. But it's funny every now and then watching someone be like, "There's another pallet here," and you're like, "Of course there is." Like, it was funny. Dang it. The bag statue area. Dang it. Dang it. This huge bush as well. This is like the main loop of this map. But once again, it's just because it's a big time waster and it's in the back corner of the map. Like, the killer's chasing you there. The theater, actually, a big hint on the theater is that the stairs, or the seats, the safer side of seats, is big enough to connect to the window. Which way should go? No, it should go the wrong way. Oh no, should it go this way? Nice. Okay. I'm going the wrong way. Dispelling. Gotta get them 350 BP. It's a good point. I probably should have just left. The small part of OCD that exists in my brain was like, I must cleanse this on the way out. I said I kind of wish the sensor was optional. I would have to have the sensor on if I was streaming anyway, but stuff like that, I'm like, what the fuck does I think? Like, I was gonna say hate. Huh. So chill. What's up? Yeah, I kind of wish the sensor was off. I wanted to see what they had to say. Oh, I wanted to write Giga Chat on their profile though. Was they could have played me and they had multiple opportunities to, and they
How
didn't.
do we get out of here?
Wait, where's my new blood points I'm supposed to get? Here we go. How many do I get? Only this. I'm used to getting like a bunch every game from whatever this new stuff is. Got like time for like 4 more games. Does the game start at 7 or 7:30? Does anyone remember? Oh my god, throwback. I'm out of quests. Damn. I have to wait for new ones. What's up, Jaquante? Just Survivor. The last one was just a new killer, right? What was the last one? Yeah. Was, Houndmaster 2? Or did Houndmaster have a Survivor? No, Houndmaster had a Survivor, right? Was that Tori? Toriel? Or is Toriel by herself? Feminem? Feminem. Oh my god, Beef said, he probably said you, British name for cigarette, donkey, female dog. I forgot British people call cigarettes that. They call it FAG. That's what they call a cigarette. I know, it's just funny, I totally forgot. The translation service. That's a throwback, though. He's worked on cruise ships for 2 summers. I remember being like, well, you gotta... And I was like, the fuck? What's that supposed to mean? I did smoke cigarettes back then, though. Other way. Fun of us and this level on because we know that none of them has felt this way. They call meatballs that too? Fucking Brits. Brits are fun to poke fun of as well. Like the rivalry with America. It's like, how many countries did you invade for spice and yet you still don't put anything on your food? All in good fun. I'm not trying to start a war. Yeah, Brits, let me... I know, it's like the easiest one to dig at. This shit's great. I like every now and then where you'll just see like a random post and it's like, what are the Brits catching strays for here? Remember like the most recent one I saw was like a picture of French fries and like black olives. And it was like the Brits would eat this and call this shit something like nuts and bolts. That was hilarious. I should have run the super long way. Hey, get some happy hour. Damn it! That'd have been sweet. Yeah, but I always think it's funny. But I like trash talk too much. Like anything like that, I'm always gonna laugh at. And them poking fun at us. I'm telling you, if you think that shit's fun too, you gotta see that one group. That NFC North Trash Talk group is like oddly one of the most wholesome groups I've ever seen. This shit is great. Uh-oh. If I'm here and they stab the guy over there, can they make it all the way back and up the stairs? I don't think so. Nope. Are they coming up this way? They are. Run, Steve! Steve is going that way. They just got picked up. Let's go. Can I make this actually? Just barely. Wow. If I didn't get that running ball, I think I would have gotten hit actually. Lucky as fuck! That type of shit I would have grade A fucked up if I was playing Jumpsuit Jake. I got one more loop off happy hour. I don't think I make this. Nope. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go back down to here. I don't think I'll make it. Oh my god, well that was luck, not skill. Oh, damn it! That'd have been sweet. Like, can we make it all the way across the map from greed alone? Oh shit. It was close. The sad thing was this tile right here. If you ever see the left stairs on the building, or sorry, not even the left stairs. The stairs on the left-hand side of the building, like this one in front of us, you cannot running vault that one. That's the bad one. So you know you're not gonna get like an easy vault. If it's on the right-hand side, then you can run right into it with the running vault. But then you also have the uneven tile in the front part too, so you can tell that easier. But left stairs bad, right stairs good. I was running back here and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Hope that hook isn't rusted.
Maybe turn the corner. So when I turn the corner, it should be right there. Interesting. Joke's on you. I could trash talk my team better than you can. Yeah, that's probably the truth. That's probably why it's so fun to trash talk the Packers and the Lions. Because I like both teams, so I know exactly like how to piss both teams off, I suppose. Like Lions, all you gotta do is bring up Owen 16 or Motor City Miracle. And Packers, all you gotta bring up is, what's the name of that one offensive lineman they drafted over Barry Sanders? Ended up being like one of the biggest busts in NFL history. Here come the happy hour once more. This fucking loop. This is like prime cookie cutter. Can sit there and munch on snacks while running. They have distance to go all the way around and back down the stairs again because this is black now. Would it open back up if we make it again? Please open back up, that'd be hilarious. Open sesame! That's blocked again. Damn it. I guess I can make this. Yay! Holy shit, got epic teammates and everything. Fucking happy hour. Teammates had the door open and sitting there ready to body block. That was crazy. Yeah, legendary teammates. I highlight that one. I highlight every game, but eventually they're controller good shit. That's why they got auto-aimed earlier on though, I swear. You have to put up with way more auto-aim on controller than you do on mouse and keyboard. Mouse and keyboard is just so much better for killer. Come here. It's fun. It's way more fun than throwing pallets.
It's gonna be busy.
Yeah, you know what's funny, Beef? Is playing killer helps you get better against, like, specific killers. I need to, like, when I spend the blood points, I need to play a bunch of Houndmaster. Because I, like, never see Houndmaster, and I'm still, every time I play against her, I'm like, is this gonna work? Like, which is fun, but at the same time, I'm like, huh. I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen at this tile here. I need to play as Houndmaster a bunch. Right, Mason? That's like the classic happy hour game. It's always happy hour in Dead Dog Saloon. I remember thinking, is that video that's like the first loop every survivor should learn? And it's Dead Dog Saloon. There's a few people are like, this is only on this map. Like, what's the point? And I'm like, yeah, but the point is to, like, then you'll keep your eyes open for the other main buildings. Because I probably played for like 1,000 hours before. Wait, the main buildings are the strong one? Wasn't thinking about that. I was looking for pallets and pallets only, pretty much. Hey, let's go Annie Lennox. I like how the playlist is taking a chill ride today. It's my sister's birthday. Maybe that's why playlist is taking a chill ride. Maybe it's the chill ride after Cinco de Mayo. Right, Beef? I want to make a video one day about that as well, but I want all the guides done, or at least the long map guides. You can always do a bunch of short ones with like niche scenarios. But I want to make a video that's like why you should try out DBD in 2026 or like whenever they're done. And it's gonna be geared towards people that are like, maybe I'll try DBD. But it's also really gonna be geared towards people like, did you grow up playing Halo and Gears of War and Dark Souls and Call of Duty and all this stuff? And it's like, and you don't want to try these new shooting games because it's gonna take way too long to sink way too much time into to still have to sweat your dick off against teenagers that are like 10 times better than you, you know? It's gonna be like geared towards that. It's like, this is why you should try DBD. And like, first, just go into it as Survivor. You don't have to know anything. You just go in, and this killer the killer will be scary, and that's fun. I was like, but if you're worried about it being a horror game, don't worry, because the scariness kind of wears off. Like, it's not really that scary. Just in the beginning, but that's when it's hilarious. And then play that until you start getting less scared of the killer and being a little bit like, dang, why am I getting tunneled or something like that, you know, or like, and it's like, and then when that happens, then you switch to play killer because you'll be playing against complete noobs. Yeah, this is weird, but they put the gen over here. And then, and play that basically until you start getting bullied. And then, and it'll be a while for that, but I'm also going to talk about, like, don't take easy wins and just tunnel. Because this is how you end up in the highest MMR with 100 hours played, is because, like, if you just tunnel, you can get a lot of wins that way. And every time you beat 4 survivors, you get 4 survivors worth of MMR. So you can essentially get to the highest MMR in, like, one night of playing killer. That's not possible on Survivor. And that's going to be like that. Like, try to make sure you get everybody on Deathlook first. Because it'll still be pretty easy, especially if you've already played for a minute before playing one single killer game. And then play it like that until you get to the point where you're like, oh my god, I would have had to have played the way that I was getting annoyed by earlier, you know? Like, when I was getting tunneled or whatever, I would have had to have done that this game. It's like, yes, so now you understand. And now is when I'm going to be like, is the time for the looping guides. Now that, like, you sort of understand both sides and how both sides work. And, like, you're not a newbie anymore, despite being really inexperienced. It's like, now, just pick out, like, single loops, or pick out your... Especially because if you've already played on Killer and Survivor, you're going to have, like, a least favorite map. So, like, here's my guide for the least favorite map. Like, and then, so next time you get the map, go work on these 2 loops. Or something like that, you know? And it's going to be like, and if you're worried about it being pay to play, or pay to win or whatever, it's like, Survivor, definitely not. Survivor, you don't need anything. You don't need any perks, you don't need anything. The biggest disadvantage is no communications, and it makes it more fun that way sometimes, like a lot of the time, really. But there are definitely games where you needed communication and there was no way. Like, if you're playing against a Blight with 4 slowdown, tunneling with first Survivor, you're like, okay. I don't know how we're going to counter this if we're not on comms. Because we cannot be efficient enough. It's, like, not possible. But if you're on communications, pretty much every jump scare, anything ever, is going to not jump scare you because you knew it was coming, because you knew where the killer was. That's no fun either. But I am going to say that killer, though, you do need some perks and stuff like that on killer. But by that time, if you want, like, you can either stick with Survivor and play Survivor, or you can decide whether spending money... Because all of what I was just saying would be with the mindset of they just purchased the base game. They didn't purchase any extra killers or any extra survivors. And it'd be like, and then at this point now, if you started working on Survivor and now you want to get into killer and you've already sunk like a few hundred hours, this is before you even have to spend any extra money on the game. Dang it. I wanted to see if I could get the gen done and go for the flash save, but just barely not. Because there's so many Halo players I know that, like, don't want to try new shooters because it's too much of a grind and too sweaty. They like playing Halo because they're like, they've played it for so long that they're good enough that it is chill. They can play chill and still, like, play very well. I'm like, that's what Survivor's like. All we're going to do is run in circles, and it's still hilarious because if you win all the 50-50s, it's like every 50-50 feels like a kill. You just feel it, picture it that way. Triple kill. Overkill! You were like 1-4 50-50s in a row. But I'm also going to talk about how Survivor is very easy. But at that point, I'll already have that video out about how easy DVD is to win if that's all you want to do is play to win. That video will already be done. That's going to be the video where we talk about helping Billies learn to curve. When you play against a Billy that is trying to curve, you don't leave the tile and you don't throw the pallet. It's going to be that. I'm going to start that video off with being like, if all you care about is winning, this is the easiest online game you could play. But also, the most winningest playstyles are usually like the most boring. Not all the time, but on both sides, right? Survivor's like you're never risking anything because you have 8 million second chance perks. And killers, the problem with killer is you're going to win 99 out of your 100 matches, and like 90 of those 100 are going to be complete snooze fests. 9 of them were interesting, and then the one that you lost was because you weren't sweating from the very start. And then they got 3 gens done, and you're like, oh, fuck, this was the only team that I couldn't not sweat against, you know? And it's too late now. The survivors can't really do that. Survivors can do the opposite. Man, it wouldn't let me run. Survivors can do the opposite of what I meant to say. Damn, I was hoping. Should have just jumped in the locker. I was hoping if he went flying by me, I could turn back around and go back outside. Back to that pallet. Really fucked myself by stubbing my toe, though. I wasted a lot of disc sprint burst instance. I, like, clipped the corner of that rock there. That sucked. Because I wanted to go around the pipe the other way and then jump this window. Couldn't do it. Might even have been able to just make the window straight up, actually. If we hadn't stubbed our toe on the rock, it might have just gone right in that way and jumped this window. But I skill issued. Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
Rusted.
What's up, Angel? Hey, Angel, perfect timing. Angel came in from the videos just for me to skill issue the first chance I got. This sucks. I don't think I make those. I was wrong. Would you look at that? Well, that's interesting. Run around the wide way. No, which way do we go? Pre-drop with all my skill. I'll try to run around the pipe this way and then jump the window. Nice. Just in case he doubles back, I'm running straight. He didn't double back, big Sag. Make it to this one over here. Damn it. I was hoping he was going to pre-swing in the other way. You can't see Chucky at all. People forget about Chucky when they're like, they nerfed him into the ground. And you're like, you can't see him at all when he's in... Not Slice and Dice, that's the name of the act. What is it called? Heidi Ho mode, I think. Because even at like common tiles that you... Oh, fuck. 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 Holy shit, Lucky. She knew better than I did. Yeah, Heidi Ho. Because, like, if you're at, like, a regular common tile that you should be able to see him over, a lot of times you can't even see him. All you can see is the red stain. I think they can moonwalk, and, like, even if they moonwalk, you can still see the red stain, so you still know he's, like, around here. But when they have that off, common tiles turn into, like, a complete guessing game. Like, these ones, anyway. These ones are kind of a guessing game, even if you're playing against, like, a Hag, even. Well, Hag is 110, so... Sadako, maybe. Where they're shorter, so you can't really see them over this. And all of a sudden, they're, like, right there, and you're like, oh, fuck. I'm trying to find, like, even this tile, this would be a good example. Like, when they're in the black and white, like, you can barely see shit over this. If you're, like, trying to loop this, you, like, can't see him at all, basically. And you're just trying to guess where he is. Like, oh, fuck, which way is he at? If they're not in Heidi Ho mode, though, you can see the red stain. Because Chucky's nowhere near as strong as he used to be. I'm not saying he's like that, but... He'll be like, he was nerfed into the ground. I'm like, I'd still say he's, like, B+. Chucky's fun to play, too. I want to play some more Chucky when we start playing Killer this summer. Nemesis is hardest killer to see. And I want to get my plaything, but I'm running around. I was waiting for somebody else to start getting chased so I could run around the map looking for it. I'll do a Dull Totem. That'll help the team. Is he up here? Oh, he's not. Okay. Oh. He's hiding, too. He's half the killer. What are you talking about? He is half the killer he is. Aw. I need to watch on my B. It's summertime anyway. Does anybody else think of Men in Black as a summertime movie? I don't know why, but whenever it's like summertime, it's like, hey, I need to watch on my B again. Remember that cop sitting there? If you were half the man I was. And he's like, what are you talking about? He just looks right at his stomach. What are you talking about? I am half the man you are. This shit's hilarious. And that perfect camera shot of, like, the gut, like, right in his face. I love MIB. That's a great movie. Underrated villain, too. I feel like that actor did a great job. It doesn't get, like, any credit nowadays. The guy who plays Edgar, the bug. This fool, like, deteriorated. Acting like there was an alien inside his skin. He did a great job. Yeah, sugar and water. She's like, what? And she just pours it in and drinks the whole thing. Are you okay, Edgar? Your skin's hanging off your face. Oh! He pulls the thing. Oh, fuck. Heidi, do the thing. I thought he was gonna do the... I wanted to see. I don't make this. Oh, I would not have. Well, this is bad. I'm just gonna hold W and get him far from the gen. I can't find that fucking totem. That's what I'm looking for. That movie also crosses my mind, like, often, because whenever somebody says, like, best of the best on anything, of course I think of that one scene. The best of the best of the best, sir. With honors. He's like, this guy is so excited, he has no clue why we're here. That movie's great. I love that movie. Prime childhood movie. How old was I, like 5 when that movie came out? Was that like around the same year as Twister? Also, what's up with this tree? Oh, not the Heidi Ho. I meant for him to... What's it called when they go underneath it? Because they can't just go underneath pallets anymore, right? Don't they, like, have to be in their slice and dice to go underneath pallets? Scamper. There we go. Why are we all just hanging out here? Hey, I'm on death hook. I have an excuse. I'm trying to find that stupid totem. Just looking for a totem too. Here's Chucky. That sucks. The fuck? Thought for sure I was gonna... Maybe he didn't see me there. Interesting. Thought for sure I was just expecting the hit. Dude, where is this totem? Yeah, she has Shack pallet. That's nice. Alright, if he chases all the way over here, that's fine, because all the other gens are over there. So even if I go down here, this is good. I don't want to go down, but... Dude, where is this totem? Oh my god. Where have I not looked on this map? I feel like I've been everywhere at this point. I did. I ran all the way around the map. I'm back to this gen that I could have just been on this whole time. I went in main. There was a totem on the up top. And it got done. No, that totem's already gone on the second floor. Damn it. It was not steep enough. I don't think I make it to that. But where the shot? No, this paddle's gone. I forgot. Skill shoot it. Oh, he went somewhere else. Yeah, MLT actually knows like the totem spawns really well. He was the first one I remember ever pointing out that oh my god. The totems on that one map were static. Gas 7? It was Gas 7, right? Oh god. Damn it. Should have just thrown it. Dude, I ran around that entire map. Where was the totem? I never got rid of it. And he kept getting free hits because I could not get a tear radius. I literally ran around the entire map. I ran a complete circle and I was back to the gen I was at. And it still wasn't there. And I was still giving away free hits. That is so annoying. Hey, perfect song for it though. At the one you rock? The one I went down at? Was it on my screen? Did I miss the aura? I had to have if you guys saw it. Literally ran around the entire fucking map. Never saw an aura. I could have just missed it, obviously. The sad part was I wasted all that time on the gen. She started the gen as I left, and then I ran a full circle around the map before the gen was done. And still gave away a free hit that got me killed. It's like, this sucks, man. Or it was in my screen. Where was it? Next to one of the last gens I was working on. It was behind the log pile. Yeah, I did not see it. I would have loved to see it. Oh, no, you said it's by the gen I was working on. I was like, I would love to have seen it by the log pile. Log pile wasn't near, and I'm like, oh no. Couldn't have been too close to that. Oh yeah, being chased by Chucky. Then I couldn't have even gotten the totem anyway. Just sucks, I literally gave away 2 free hits. That both resulted in getting down because I could not find that totem. It lit up pink for a split second while I'm being chased. That's terrible RNG. Ooh, actually. Is this nurse? Oh, spirit. Okay. That sucks. Why in the fuck did she go that way? That couldn't have got worse RNG there if I had tried. Not RNG, but... Yes! Let's go! Strike 2. Strike 3! Let's go! Oh, she has an add-on. Fuck. And I got lucky. Once again. Or is that not an add-on? I can't remember. It's an add-on. No, this is an add-on for Hag, right? Or you can't get past the husk. Ooh, strike 4. Damn it. I was like, I tried to loop around the last time. Maybe I won't try it this time. I love that tile. That tile's hilarious. Is that base kit? I can't remember. So you know when Spirit, they call it the husk, right? Like when the body thing, when she's actually like phasing somewhere else. I couldn't run through it. That's base kit, right? I was like, oh, she has the add-on. I'm like, wait, no, I actually think that's base kit. Can't remember. It's been a minute. I want that newish Spirit skin and that newish art skin, but that's like $15 a skin. I'm like, no. Although I'm probably going to spend like $100 on that huge thing of cells, because for Five Nights at Freddy's coming out, if I'm spending all the blood points, I'm going to want the... I know they're talking about having the different animatronics and different survivors, so I'm like, okay. So I'm going to have to spend more money in it anyway. And there's been skins on licensed killers that I've wanted for a while. I'm like, well, if I'm going to have to spend like $50 just on stuff anyway, might as well spend like the other 50 and then have all the skins I've wanted for like 2 years. And then it's like still not enough, and you're like, ah! Hate spending money on skins though. Unless it's like turns it into something like when there's a new survivor skin. Not like survivor skin, but it turns the survivor into another survivor. Like Jonathan or Tuborau, you know, like ones like this, Saga. I like those ones. Has collision is base kit. There we go. So Hag is the one with the add-on, right? That's body block and Hag. Yeah, there we go. My dumbass. It was just funny, face planting the thing. I'm like, oh, it's that add-on. Then 2 seconds later, I'm like, wait, no, that's probably base kit. I forgot about that. Could come up these stairs, though. No, other way, other way! There we go. Yay! Now we're... Oh, fuck. Oh, God. No! I was gonna throw it. I don't know if I could throw in that, actually. Oh, I should have closed closer. Don't throw it, don't throw it! Nice. That's a strong loop. It's like the strongest setup you can have in this whole map. Because there's, you get 8 classrooms every time you play on Midwich, but there's 12 classroom spawns. And then you always get 2 windows, and the windows are one place or another. But sometimes you get, like, the pallet that's too far from the window to even connect to it. This is, like, the best one, and that one's not a bad one either. I'm like, this is the best setup, really. I don't know if there's going to be a sale during anniversary. That'd be sick.
The hook isn't rusted.
Do they have sales on the Orc cells? I like almost never buy them. The only time like I said, usually buy them is when a new Survivor skin comes out, because that's one of the things I like. Cause I like have something to offer when somebody subscribes. I used to buy my tap shoes and tap. My foot's fucked up. I can't tap anymore. But now I like to have all the survivors because if somebody subscribes, I'm like, what survivor do you want me to play? And I like having all the survivors. So if their main is like James or Rose Marigold or, you know, something like that, where it's like a cosmetic that turns them into another survivor. That's why I was going to wait until Five Nights at Freddy's and then just get like one of those big bundles. But even better if they have a sale, and I'll wait until the sale. And then get the big bundle when it's on sale. It's even better. Yeah, over there. Pagoche? Or Pagoche, maybe? Thanks for the follow, mate. I appreciate it. Sorry if I'm, like, butchering your name. Could be Fogoche. What the fuck? I've never seen a killer vault that window before. That was hilarious. Wow! I should have thrown it. I wanted to get away with it and have some more loops there. I love that tile. Hey, really fun chase on it, like the first chase. That was as lucky as it got. I don't think it's... When was the last one I spent that wasn't a survivor? I think it was the Dredge... Iron Maiden skin, I think. The fuck? Please restart my game. What? Oh! Is this Steam reset? Do I gotta play a Guitar Hero really quick? Guitar Hero song? Not today. Yeah, James is another, yep. She can block dropped pallet. Yeah, I need to play more as Spirit. Yeah, 14U, 14Me. Want to hear something funny? Technically, my very first YouTube video was a Guitar Hero video. And I play Guitar Hero at the very end of my stream because whenever I'm like, I can't fit another DVD game in, but so usually if there's no basketball game I want to watch during the playoffs, I'll watch those games because I'm supposed to be getting more editing done, but during the playoffs I've just been sitting there like, because the game's been so good. But usually like if the Pistons play during the regular season, like I'd end the stream and I'd get more editing done while the Pistons were playing. But now I was doing that with that. But when I can't fit another game, because if they don't. And even then, say it's like 5 minutes until the Pistons start playing. I'm like, okay, I can't fit another game, but I'll play a Guitar Hero song or two. But what was the point? Oh yeah, but the very first YouTube video I'd ever had was like 16. Is this over 16 years ago now at this point? If you type in, I need to make a command for this. Crazy TatorHead Guitar Hero. Here we go. Crazy TatorHead Guitar Hero. Here's me, my 16-year-old ass. You see a 16-year... September 30th, 2008. Look at this shit.
Alright, this is me 5-starring the way it ends blindfolded, because I've done it before. And people wanted me to put it on YouTube, so I will.
There's my sister right there. Happy birthday, Katie. But I went to my sister because this guy was talking trash to me because I 100%ed this song. And he was like, you're hacking. And I was like, oh, whoop your ass with a blindfold on. So I did. Look at this. And this is one of the hardest songs in that game. It's the way it ends. But I played this song a lot. I said that at the end. I was like, well, it's pretty repetitive, even though it's really hard. So it's not like I sat here like spending time memorizing this. Yeah, it's actually her birthday. But like most of the song is fast strumming. I didn't remember those parts. Yeah, missed all of those chords. I know I can't zoom in. Like, I mean, I can make this a little bigger. And then this, I almost failed at the solo actually. 1 second. That's how you can tell it was real too. Right here, you see it blinking red. I did better on the solo than because the solo's kind of hard too. Yeah, that part fucked up. I was like, ew, this sounded bad. Yeah, if I had missed like 1 or 2 more notes, I would have failed there. Then it's back to the fast join part, right? I got like 94% or something.
Played kids blindfolded over Xbox Live.
I played
and then
kids
I told them I was
blindfolded over
blindfolded and I could beat
Xbox
them like
Live,
that.
and
They
I
didn't
told them
believe
I
me,
could
so
beat them like that.
anyone who will watch this video will know next time I tell them. Peace out, people. Thanks for watching.
I told you I always liked talking trash. So next time I tell people, they'll know. Here's the thing: is when I started actually wanting to like make be a content creator, I couldn't remember the password to that one, and that was like forever. Because I have other YouTube videos on this one actually that got copyrighted now because it was like tap dancing to, you know, it had music in it. So back then you could upload that to YouTube, but then it got copyrighted. So I still have it. It's just private. But that was after they mixed Gmail with YouTube. Dude, I can't break them out. Yay! Pallet here maybe? Yay, pallet. I don't think he respected enough. Nope. Did not respect enough. Do you have a distance to make it back to the thingy? Yeah, and then I pulled a Jason Tatum there. It was me and my friends called Jason Tatum humbly, because we wouldn't even bet made fun of him if he would have just said I'm one of the best players in the world. Like, you know, we would have, you know, that's true. But he didn't. He said, I'm humbly speaking, or he said humbly speaking, I'm one of the best players in the world, and it's like, by definition, that is not humble. So me and my friends call him humbly. It's like as a joke. Here comes humbly. Humbly making the three. But I pulled one of those at the very end of that video. Or I was like, this score would probably beat half of yours, to be honest. Not to sound mean. And I'm like you didn't just pull up the whole fucking camera and tape blindfolded just to be like, haha, look at, I can still whip your ass. Not to sound mean, get out of here with that shit. I probably said that in case one of my family saw it. My aunt and uncle. I'm not being mean. Yes, I am. The funny thing is, I don't play that song that much anymore because I haven't 100%ed it on Clone Hero. 100%ed it a bunch of times on Guitar Hero 3. But there's always that teeny little bit of nervousness knowing I should have this song 100%ed already, and it's really fucking hard. And so I was like, and every time I play that song, I'll ever miss like 3 or 4 notes at most. And so I was like, fuck! That song. So I should play that song more than I do. That song is epic as fuck. You get some head. Getting. I was getting some head. You guys remember the edited version of that song on the radio that sounded dirtier than the real version? Because every single time they had the word head, they bleeped it out and had like a moan instead. I was getting some, getting some, It's like, this is worse than I was getting some head. Getting some head. What was the other song that was like that we were joking about? Where the edited version like was worse. Yeah, it was like a different moan every time too. It was made it even funnier. Frick, that was weird. I didn't alt tab or anything, and all of a sudden my mouse appeared on the screen. And it like said I had to click the thing. Beef. Yeah, that's the thing. I wish that was on the this YouTube account. Oh, that was why I couldn't get into it, is because it was on AIM. And remember when they changed YouTube, so YouTube mixed with Gmail? And then you had to have like a G... That was why it's on this...
The fuck was that? Medium vault. No, it almost worked. Yeah, what the fuck was that? Music. That's going in the compilation one day. You know how like a lot of DVD people make compilations? There's two different compilation lines, I guess you call it, that I want to make. One of them is going to be WTF compilation, because that's just going to be way too funny. And then the other one is, does anyone know Kyle Gordon, the YouTuber that makes like over-the-top parody stuff, but his parody work is so good that it's actually, oh dang, he didn't respect. I was hoping to go around the other way when it went in. Ooh, I think we could throw in the pellet though. But you know how like he has a parody, he just came out with a new metal parody like a month ago, and people are like, I know this is supposed to be a parody, but it's actually a good song. Suck the dick, drink the piss. The song is actually hilarious and good. It's both. We had another one that was called Planet of the Bass, and that's like a 90s Eurodance type of song. But everyone's like, this isn't even a parody. This is just a good Eurodance song. So I was thinking of doing that because I've made videos kind of like this, but I always wanted to have like a theme of the video, you know. Like the Eels and Escalators one, or like the Doctor one. Like I always wanted to have like some type of theme to go along with like the one single game. But you know how like we all seen those Survivor compilations that are like a Survivor compilation to make you laugh at 3 a.m. or like some random stuff like that. I'm gonna have a line that's just gonna be stereotypical Survivor main content, part 1, and like it's just gonna have like a bunch of over-the-top editing and sound effects and shit like that, because it is really fun to edit like that. But I couldn't think of like an excuse to edit like that. And I was like, fuck it. It's just going to be called Stereotypical Survivor Main Compilation 1. Or something like that. Because they have guides and shit too, but there's tons of funny shit that happens as well that I have highlighted. I was like, I'll get to that one day. And I'm still nowhere near making those, but... Because I don't ever want to be in the scenario of like, I need something funny to happen so I can make a compilation. It's like, no, here's my huge library of funny shit that's happened for 4 years. And that's what I want to do with it. Because like, what do I do with these matches if I can't do something educational with it? Like, oh, fuck it. Stereotypical Survivor Main compilation, part 1. Uh-oh. Oh my god, their name is Boulder My Sheridan. I just realized. I am in love with this person. That's what we've been calling it. We've been calling it Boulder the Sheridan. I didn't even know anybody else called it that. I'm in love with this person. You see that? It says Boulder My Sheridan. Oh, I ain't making this. Oh, I ran too wide. Jump down for fun. Damn. Maybe they'll swing the wrong way and I can make it to that one. I wouldn't think it was, you know what's funny? I always think of viewer as like a dirty word. Not like awful, not like offensive. Like, oh, they're purposely trying to offend somebody. Not like that. But what I mean by dirty word is then like, whenever I think of the word viewer, I think of someone that's been banned. Because I don't really ban many people. I think trash talk is hilarious. So someone can come in here and trash talk me and I'm like, that's always funny. I really do not ban people. So if somebody got banned, like, they definitely deserved it. And if they're going to continue to watch after that, that's what I would consider, like, a viewer. Oh, and that's friends and fam, you know? But it's funny, I'm not going to be like, don't say that! I'm now offended because you said the word viewer. Stupid. No, obviously not. It's just funny. That does go off in my head. Hey, we got the best version of Chapel, I just realized. That's hilarious. Somebody hold my beer. Because even if you just come in here and just be name calling, like, you get a timeout. I mean, the wrong names, obviously. But that's the thing. If they're going to try to spam, like, the wrong names, like, they can't even get through auto mod. So that's what I mean. Like, I can't remember the last time banning somebody. I am too scared. I'm playing like I'm the only one on Deathhook. God damn it, dude. This is exactly why I was avoiding everything. You gotta be fucking kidding me. It didn't matter. I was trying to be fancy. Dude, that's so fucking annoying. Oh my god, she's an amazing body blocker and it just gave me a bunch of distance because of the perk she has. That's hilarious. Dude, this is the type of shit that happens when I literally try to hide in the fucking corner of the map. In the corner of the map. Here comes the fucking killer. And still didn't chase anybody else that was on Deathhook, even though there was people injured on Deathhook in between me and the killer. Absolutely lame as fuck. That is so lame, man. They literally had right there, injured, doing a generator in front between me and the killer. Nope, better get this guy. My god, I guess I got... Oh, I did get in your head. I see now. Glad I lived in your head, bitch. I didn't know you was mad until that moment. Let's fucking go. Now I see why you literally threw the game ignoring the important objectives because I got in your head. Now I see. Good to know that I got in your head that bad. That you threw the game, because you would have had an easy win there, wouldn't you have? But no, you let a solo queue get in your head without even throwing a pallet too. Damn, I can only imagine how pissed you'd have been if I would have thrown one. Can only imagine. Well, Polando, I was wondering, I'm like, this guy is ignoring people on Deathlick and injured, finishing a generator. Oh, I see, because I pissed you off. Nice. You're just like all the other ones. That easy, too. Didn't need a teammate? Didn't need to throw a pallet? Aw, fuck. Damn it. It's just that fucking easy. Watch, kids, another killer throwing the match because he let me piss him off. I fucking love it, man. It's so fucking easy. Don't even need a teammate. Like I said, that's the best part, is then you can only imagine how pissed they'd be if you had a teammate. I don't even know how they got that pissed off. I don't even remember winning that many 50-50s. But hey, sometimes people get mad when they lose even one. And I'm here for it. Yeah, they do that too, hi. That was not the case, though. They were straight up throwing the game. Although I wish I would have known. Because once I ran by them, I was like, fuck, I accidentally brought them to him. So I ran a different way, trying to gain extra distance from him, and I ran out of position once again. And he threw the game for it, too. He let them finish that generator. And I fucking love him for it. They knew it was me. Who the fuck am I? An online nerd playing video games? I mean, I should be flattered, I suppose, if they're tunneling me just because it's me. I feel like that's an extremely egotistical, like, mindset to have. They're tunneling because they know it was me and I didn't have any perks and they knew I didn't have DSR. You know? It's like stream sniping, too. Be like, oh, they sniped me. It's like, or they had one of the 8 million ore reading perks are in the game. But that's why I said I knew for a fact they were pissed when they threw away the match and let them finish a gen
With the hooks and hit those generators.
with somebody that was on death hook and injured finishing that gen. That's why I knew for sure it was me that got in their head. I love this game. I love talking trash too. Good excuse to talk it. I ain't passing up. Ooh. Oh fuck, this is terrible. Make this. No! Did they like hard buff the speed bottles or something? Because that was crazy fast. Oh shit, oh shit. Nice. Or does the speed bottles overpower the slow bottles? Because that's what was crazy, is I was still faster than normal even though I was in the other hit. I was like, what the fuck is that? Dude, I'm hugging the wall. That should not have hit me. I am literally hugging the wall. That should not have hit me. 150% should not have hit me. I went down against the wall. I'm whining about this. That was horseshit. That is not a possible hit that I just got hit by. That has to be latency. There's no fucking way. I was literally against the wall going down sideways. That has to be latency. 1 second, I'm pulling this shit up. I'll show you guys how I went down. Because that hit should not have happened. Thunder Thighs doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Is that an actual add-on? It shouldn't have mattered anyway, though. I went down against the wall. I knew exactly what he was trying to do. I countered it, and the game said nope. But, like, the fact that I fell sideways against the wall shows how BS that was. 1 second. Look at this. Can this thing please move? Look at this. Again, you see? I turned, went into the wall, and it got hit anyway. Look at this. Look at this. Ready? Because I was running around this. Run around this. Wait for it. You see me turn into the wall and avoid this. Does not hit me. I'm facing the wall. And it has me go down against the wall. That is complete horseshit. I should not have gotten hit by that. That is absolute horseshit. I literally turned away from it. You can see the thing miss me. Nope. And like, if it's latency, maybe. I can't check anymore. It's not. Yeah, that should not have hit me. That was actual horseshit. We should have still been looping his ass. Because if he missed that, I was going to make it all the way around and back to the window, which is what should have happened. But the game gifted it to him. They said, oh, we feel bad for you, buddy. Let's give you a handout instead. That's horseshit, man. And I'm still going to whine about it. The rest of this game. But I do love when we can actually pause it. This is back like with Halo. Remember when Halo, you would drag your friends into theater mode to watch them? Show you the blood shot when you shot them right in the face and you watch the blood splat and they survive and then snipe you and you're like... Can pull up the proof, it's right there. I love being able to literally pause it, showing the hitbox not make contact, and get gifted it anyway. How did that look like a fair hit? I paused it, showed the swing, and I was not in it. I turned to face the wall. When I went down sideways, which means I went down facing the wall. That's not a fair hit. If you had swung before I started turning, that's different. But the fact that I had it paused with a paused still shot of the swing not making contact with me, I'm gonna hard disagree with you on that one. Yeah, you wouldn't have got the hit there on Killer, exactly. I wouldn't have got that. Rewinding and pausing. Dude, the worst is when you would bring it in and it would actually be a good hit. Like, you'd be like, dude, I shot this guy. And you bring all 3 of your friends into theater just to watch you miss. You know, on Halo, you could miss, but it would still shoot the blood because of latency. You see the blood shoot, but then you go into theater and you'd be like, I did miss. That sucks. Read it. Yeah! I don't think I'll make this time, though. Oh, I guess the wrong way. I want to do it again, though. This is fun. Oh, yeah, you're not going to get that one, huh? The game isn't going to gift you that one? Because you deserve that one just as much as you deserve the last one. But it didn't give you this one, did it? I didn't think so. Dude, I'm salty. I will whine about this the rest of this game. Not next game, but the rest of just this game. Nice. I don't think I make it. Oh, I didn't! That was close. The other one had to be a short swing because there was a wall right in front of him. And it wouldn't have mattered because I'd already turned around and faced the other wall. That was why I liked having the actual still shot. I can pull it back up if you want to see it. But I had the full swing, not making contact with any part of me, and giving it to him anyway. He tried it again because it gifted it to him the first time when he knew he didn't deserve it. He said, wait, I got handed a free down last time. Let's see if it gives it to me. Oh, dang. It actually worked how it was intended to work this time. Don't you love when that happens? It's rare on DVD. No, I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say because he short swung and finished the swing earlier. And what I'm saying is, by the time he even started that swing, I had already turned around facing the wall. That's why I had the paused still shot of me facing the wall, just like this, right here, and it not making contact with me, the full swing. I could pull it up again, like I said, if you want me to, but I'd already done it. I don't know if you were here when we were looking at it. Damn it, I was hoping. I don't think I make this now. Greet it. Yeah! Greet it again. I don't think I make it, though. No, I stubbed my toe! I don't think I would have made it even if I didn't stub my toe, though. One more time, you missed it? Alright, I'll pull it up. Because if I pulled it up and it didn't, I'd have been like, fuck, I didn't move in time. It made me actually more angry when I pulled it up and it did look like BS. But, 1 second. That made me want to complain twice as bad. Although I have to do this in the post-game chat, because I'm not going to whine about a previous game when we're a whole game forward. So I'm going to pull this clip up now. Because I don't want to whine about past games. I'll talk trash about the previous game, but only if somebody is in here talking trash about the previous game. Then I'll talk trash for the whole next game. But then same thing. Once the whole next game is, I'm like, that was 2 games ago. We ain't talking trash about that anymore. All right, here we go. I want to see this freak down that the killer handed. Oh, yep, there we go. That was the still image. That was actually the still image when I was pulling it up in chat. Yeah, that right there. That is the still image. That's funny. You see me facing the wall? This does not make contact with me. And I got hit by it. Anyway. That is the still image. And if it wasn't like that, I wouldn't have. I mean, I was already salty. But if I, because look at what happened right before, right? When I go into it. Because I did run towards him for a second, and then I started changing directions there. And then his swing has not came out yet, and I'm already facing the wall. Like, I'm already far enough to not get hit here. At this point, before you even see the swing come out. Swing comes out, and I get hit anyway. Falling directly into the wall. That was horseshit. And I whined about it the rest of the match. Had to get my whining out of the way.
How did I end up here?
Now I would have understood if it was like latency, but it wasn't. The killer had like better ping than I did. They had like 44 ping. Yeah, I am still whining. I whined about it the rest of that game. I don't know how people don't whine about stuff. I'm jealous. I'm actually, not even sarcastically, I am actually jealous of people that can't ever get annoyed by like the dumbest shit possible. How do you not get annoyed by that? That's also what I was saying too, is like, I wish I could talk trash when I'm annoyed, but I can't. I just sit there and whine instead. Because I'm not a good actor. Hey, what's up, Captain Rex? I appreciate it, mate. I'm spending the blood points, so might have some type of stuff happen in it. I'm gonna P100 the Five Nights at Freddy's Killer right when he comes out. He's been playing No Perks, No Add-ons on Killer as well, and it sucks. Wait, I can show you this. I'm in the lobby. Bring up the DVD leaderboards really quick. I actually have that world record. The do a generator and escape with no perks equipped. Here it is. That was Penzi up at top, number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Somebody hid their stats. I'm not number 5. I think I'm world number 6. Actually, I think someone, like I said, I think someone hid their stats. You see, it says no perks since 2020 TV. I got 15,000 whip downs on Nemesis. But that's all on P0 level 1 Nemesis. And I'm like, okay, I want to use perks and add-ons on Killer now. The fuck? Oh, here we go. It's being added to the hitbox study. Interesting. Yeah, I'll be honest. That was a really interesting hit, just for the fact that it made contact below the wall, because you can swing over the wall. Because I have many clips of killers swinging there and me doing exactly that and them not getting the hit. That's why I was whining about it. I'm like, I did what I was supposed to. It was supposed to reward me. GG Clown. I whined about that hit and pulled it up the rest of that match. That first one on the thing, that looked so bad on my side. Now I'm only bringing it back up because Clown was in here. That was a fun match, though. That was fun, especially at the meat tree. We were trying to figure out, too, because I think they changed Clown. Because the way Clown used to work was when they hit you with the slow bottles, it would overpower the P bottles. But when I was getting hit by the slow bottles, I was still faster than normal. I don't know if that's intended or not. Because it feels like it shouldn't be that way. I feel like it should be how it used to be. How the slow bottles overpower the P bottles. Oh, so if you hit the P first and then the purple one, the P overpowers the purple, but if you hit the purple first, it overpowers the P. It didn't used to be that way. And I saw something on my screen about something about 10%. I'm like, the fuck is that? I don't like that, though. I kind of just wish it went, because it's not like Clown needed any type of nerf. That feels like a nerf, you know? I feel like it should just have the purple overpower it. Yeah, but it wasn't even about the haste. It was the fact that, like, I was still getting haste, and the purple wasn't eating the haste completely. That's what I think should happen. It was just strange that I was still getting haste even though I was hit by the purple. It feels like Clown got a nerf that way, you know? Hey, GG, mate. Oh, right here, nice. Forgot to look at which main we got. Which killer is this? Yeah, Huntress Hatchets. Here he comes. Where we gotta run? No, don't go that way. This way. Chase me. Oh my god, he didn't vault. That sucks. Thought for sure he was going to. I double backed because of it. I feel like almost every Myers I ever play against has Bamboozle, so I just expected him to vault and then I was going to cut back to the pallet, but instead, when I hesitated, I just gave him distance and a free hit. That sucks. Yeah, I think that is what they were saying kind of happens, but they just like combine the two now. And it depends on which one you get hit by first, I think is what it sounds like. I wonder if they just give you two separate haste effects and they just wear off normally. I wonder if that's the case. I want to leave this main building though. It just feels like he got nerfed though. I didn't feel like this helped Clown. I felt like I hurt him, you know? That's what feels bad, because Clown is not exactly a strong killer. And yeah, Huntress Hatchets, we can all make a compilation of ridiculous Huntress Hatchets that just like had no business hitting anything. Which way did he go? I want to be at the main building though. The main building is actually not super strong on this map, but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of like little things you can do and try. Okay, nice. Once I saw him break chase for a second, I was like, in case he's coming back to hook, I wasn't gonna heal. Oh my god, he was right there. Right? It just felt like he was nerfed. Like, the fact that I ran through the purple stuff and wasn't immediately as slow as I used to be, that's why I felt like a nerf. I'm like, why? Who was asking for that? It was like, Clown's overpowered. All those people just be crutching on Clown. Don't even know how to play DBD and just getting all those free wins Clown's just hands them because he's overpowered. Dang it, I was hoping you'd see my red stain. Come on, or scratch marks. Come this way. Dang it. No, Clown got like nerfed. We just played against one, and you know how before, if you had ran through the P bottle, the speed stuff, and then you ran through a purple bottle, it would just get rid of all your haste and immediately hinder you, and only the hindered? But now I ran through the P bottle and then ran through the purple bottle, and I was still faster because it doesn't get rid of the haste from the P bottle anymore. It like combines the two. And I'm like that feels like Clown just got nerfed. For no reason. TatorHead, what's going on, mate? It's a subscription. Oh my god, fuck! I got way too... I shouldn't have even played this game. Hey guys, I fucking love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I didn't even realize what time it was. This is what I mean. Time fucking flies when you're just hanging out playing video games. I could stream like every day. That's the goal. One day be full-time content creator and be able to afford an editor so I can just stream every day. But must take time to edit. But I didn't realize it was 7:15. I was when I looked, I thought it was gonna say like 6:45, and I'm like, oh my god, the game already started. Unless the game's at 7:30, and then haha, I'm perfect. It's funny, as much as I hate to say it, I need to start looping Killer Shack more. The last time I did that, I was like, Killer Shack ain't that hard, it's just gotta play it safe. And then I got bored. I feel like the last 3 times that I tried to loop Killer Shack, I tried to play risky and it just immediately backfired. Like, can I even loop this anymore? I was like trying to greed the pallet. You know what I mean? Like greed the pallet and then jump the window, or same thing, you're running from inside, greed the pallet and then run around and try to vault or fake the window or something. Oh, Dwightmare. You know what's funny is I don't think anyone can help me editing-wise. They used to be able to, maybe. But there was a few things about editing with the super long looping guides, because I highlight all my Survivor games I play, right? Now I have, like, I don't know, like 4.5 terabytes worth of stuff, because Twitch put a max on how much you can have highlighted. So, like, I'll show you guys. There's one thing I have highlighted that I didn't get rid of, but what I do at the end of every stream now is I highlight every Survivor game I play, right? And then, cause like I'll just do this usually when I'm watching the games. And then, you go to highlight, right? And then I download all these the next day. And then I delete all of them, except for this one. Because this is the one the other day where I was super excited because we were playing against a Midwich Huntress that took us to Midwich and was running the Eerie head, but like had a whole awesome build that was like, wow, this is actually a really cool build. And I was like, I can't wait to, because I always make, just talking trash, like, for fun. I always make fun of, like, oh my god, isn't this, like, the most innovative build you've ever seen? I bet they thought of it all on their own. You know what I mean? Like, just talking trash. It's fun to talk trash, you know? But, like, this one, I actually was, like, not being sarcastic at all. I was like, dude, this is, I've been playing for 10,000 hours, and I've never seen a build like this. You know what I mean? Especially because Eerie Head's different nowadays, where it's only one Eerie Head. And that was so cool, and they were playing on Midwich, and then... at the end of this, I lost power. Not at the end. I was like literally hiding and I was on Deathhook and I was like waiting and the Huntress was reloading and then I lost power. So I never got to see the build because the power went out. So I couldn't even like just see, it wasn't like I lagged out and I could see the build in the post game. I lost power. So I have this highlighted, and this is the only one I won't delete. It says Midwich versus GigaChad Original Huntress. Not seen a build like this ever. Then lost power and didn't get to see the build. Sag. Used for later. Look at this shit. I was so sad. Look at this. Right? This was such a fun game. I was sitting right here. Here's Huntress. They go to reload, I think. They went to reload right here. Someone's already dead. They have everybody on deathlock because they were playing like a Giga Chad. And I'm sitting right here. And then it like just freeze right there. That's where it froze. I lost power right there. Like, really? It was like the only time I'm ever like actually excited. Or like, I really have to see this build. Because we couldn't actually even figure it out. Like, that's the other thing, funny thing is, like, with builds, you're just like, I control this whole build without even looking at it. You know, this was the opposite. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what their last 2 perks are. I'm like, maybe, so I left this one. All the other ones, because they have a cap now on highlights, and now I just delete everything after I, you know. But I still highlight everything. But this one I won't delete. I'm like, in case I ever see this Huntress, I'm like, I have saved this for years. I still don't know what this build is. But that was awesome. I think I can figure out like 3 of the perks maybe, but that was so sad. And never be able to see it. But because of that, I won't ever delete that highlight. That highlight is just going to sit there every time. And I'll delete all the other ones. No, I didn't see their name because I was in the game when I lost power. And the game turned off. Like, I had to turn my PC back on. It wasn't like I could just look at the post-game stats. I lost fucking power. Like, that was the worst possible thing. I could have, like, losing internet, I could have still seen the build. I lost power. The power went out. It's like, really? Are you kidding me? I'm still whining about this. That sucks so bad. And, like, that entire game, I was glazing that Huntress. Just being like, dude... I was like, I've always make fun of like unoriginal builds, and I'm like, I have never seen a build like this in 10,000 hours lose power. The only possible thing that could have kept me from seeing that build was losing power. Or I guess my PC could have crashed. The same thing, I suppose, you know. But god damn, that was terrible. Wait, let me see actually when the game starts. Am I missing the game right now? I am, damn. And it's a good game. Let's see. Alright, who do I raid then?
Song request. Oh, I just don't have
Ooh.
it open. Alright, hold on a second.
I raided Dr. Emerald yesterday. Ooh, we could raid Dammit Day. Wait, let me see, What was her name? She was live yesterday. I was like, ooh, I could raid her. Because we were in her game a few days ago. Or maybe it was like a week ago or something. What was her name? No, remember I told you guys this happens sometimes? So I don't really unfollow people, and you see how this... I get to this point, right? And I have more people I'm following that are live, but it won't let me see anymore. You see how I'm like at the bottom of the list? I go all the way down here, and then it says show less. I press show less, but you see how it says show less here? Show more is on the left side. But when I get down to here, show more disappears, show less moves over to here. This is what I mean by sometimes I can't even see like everybody that's on. I think it was like... I think that was it. So I don't think they're live right now. But I remember. I need to remember to raid them.
His name is Bleeds. His name is Bleeds.
All right, I'm gonna raid Damn It Day though, and watch this basketball game. Oh, I'm sorry. I told somebody earlier I was gonna play Guitar Hero, but then I was an idiot and wasn't paying attention at the time. I'm sorry, mate. I'll play Guitar Hero tomorrow though. Always gotta play some Guitar Hero. But I'm missing the game already. Those games were so good yesterday. Oh my god. Also, TatorHead, please remind me tomorrow. I owe you a Survivor game, whichever Survivor you want me to play. And also, what Dwight Muir was saying, editing-wise, this is the sad thing, is they got rid of the cap rate. So before I was thinking, because it'd be too much work, but because I have like 150 plus games played on these, like, and I edit them down for the looping guide stuff, where I just edit out everything that's not chase, and some bloopers and stuff, and put that at the end of the guides. But now I can't even have somebody download those, because you used to be able to give somebody the editor title, and they could download your clips and your highlights, and it's But now that they have that, there's no possible way for me to get it to them. Number one. Number two, for those long looping guides, this is really funny. But I actually learn a lot making those guides myself, like the family residence main building. I wasn't even planning on making that one, but I edited down like 88 matches just to see the 3 different layouts of the main building, because I can't find, there's no layouts on it. A map shape like I have from Nightlight, but it doesn't have like the layouts of stuff. So I literally had to go through 88 matches looking at like which were the 3 layouts, and it helped me get better. Now I know how to loop them better, stuff like that. And there's still other things, and not just that too. But when I'm editing down, there's like notes like, oh, bring up this one random scenario against like this one random killer, because it's a good mistake to try to avoid. Stuff like that too, that I wouldn't remember to bring up if I hadn't edited it down myself. Everyone, have an amazing night. Thank you so much for hanging out. It was such a privilege to have friends to hang out with and talk to. We're doing open lobbies tomorrow. All you got to do is type exclamation join, and it'll put you in the queue. And you get 1 game when your turn is up, and then you can rejoin the queue the second your turn is up. Have an amazing night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please take care of yourself. That's the most important part. Have an amazing night.